Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. And this is Pittsburgh in boxing. First of all, I have to say something. One problem with this world is there are people who will not accept the fact that either they or their coworkers or assistants are capable of doing something wrong. And when you object to it, you say, no, this is not the way it should be, then they go on the attack. And they blame you. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's absolutely unbelievable. I have dealt with people who are incompetent, who tell you the wrong things, who lie to you, who should not be doing what they're doing. In some cases, who should not have that job. And I get told that I'm mean or rude or have to treat people nicely, when I'm the one who is being imposed upon, or a problem is being caused for me in my personal life, and it drives me crazy. I expect competence. I expect almost perfection if you're dealing with the public and the people you're ostensibly supposed to serve, and I don't get it. And in some cases, the people are supposed to work for the people, and they don't. They think they're above you. They think that they can never be criticized. And if you dare to say this is wrong, then you're the one that's in the wrong. And that's never right. And it jeopardized me with something that's going on. So I'm really not happy with it, because I tried to point this out to a particular person, and they wouldn't accept it. Probably because you can't tell these people the word no. And I'm not going to put up with it. And it's you or your people that have to change the way you're dealing with an issue, a problem, or you're causing a problem, or giving misinformation or making excuses is not right. So, I'm not going to say what, so don't ask. All right. The channel numbers are 1,446,250. It is cold. Earlier I had Mama Cat and Kitten sitting in the doorway. The door is open. I fed Tiny one. And Kathy will be here tomorrow. One of her items is there. I'll do that for the channel members. And hopefully her MacBook will come tomorrow. And we're going to go out to Safeway and Costco. And I would really like to close the door. And I hope the door sweep hasn't come off the door. I'm going to close the door. Excuse me. And I put the ice pack in my right knee, and it was okay for a while. My left knee is still hurting. And it's supposed to be down to the 30s tonight. Although it's funny, when you look at the Weather Channel, it says 40 something. You look at Weather Kitty, it says 36. You ask the Dot, and it says 34. None of them agree with each other. This is the other item for Kathy. So this came tonight, and it really surprised me. I wasn't expecting it. Kathy wasn't expecting this quickly. And I don't know when the other item is. So this is Pittsburgh in boxes. I have still not had the time or energy. I tried to sleep today, and this whole thing, I was on the phone for the better part of 2 hours. Got me so upset I couldn't sleep. So, figure out how to open this. This is my emergency rations. Courtesy of Kathy, that I lost my food stamp card, which is odd because I put it in my pocket, and then I put it in the pouch on my hoodie, and when I got to the liquor store, it was gone. Now, I had my wallet over here, then I put it on the chair, so I have to clear off the chair, undo all the bedding, and see if it didn't get in the bedding somewhere, or fall under the bed, or on that side, or under the bed on this side, or bounce somewhere. And then if I don't find it, I have to call them and say I've lost my card. And I had to spend cash that I was going to use for bills and cat food. So we have, now some people don't like this stuff. I don't care. This was $12, not counting shipping. And this gives me 6 meals. So this is the ever popular, or to me anyway, Dinty Moore beef stew. And in continuing days, this gives me a meal for the day or the evening or sometimes the morning if I don't want to eat oatmeal or waffles. Here's the box. I'm running out of room to put empty boxes. I gotta keep some of these and tear the rest of them up. I was also told there was a concern I couldn't go to physical therapy. I'm going to have Patty's scooter. It's been repaired, not just for me, but for her. And she may be getting a Toyota Lexus 2009 for $250. It needs tags. And I would think it would need smogging. I've dealt with the unregistered vehicle a long, long time ago. It cost me like $300 to register because the person who owned it never registered it, and they, paperwork-wise, disappeared off the planet. It was given to me, but even the fellow that gave it to me said, I don't know where the guy is. But it was his car because it was given to him. And he knew I needed the car. My 79 Chevy Caprice, which I really miss, a taxi cab in Sacramento. Doing 60 miles an hour in a 30 with 2 passengers back, hit my car and totaled it. I hit my head in the door frame, gave me a concussion. I drove across the river to West Sacramento to try to get help. Got pulled over the cops and proceeded to get out of the car and throw up. Except I threw up at one of the cops. And the black sergeant there had told the guy, step back, he's gonna get sick. And the guy was being a jerk, and I threw up all over him. And he was gonna knock my lights out with his nightstick. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna do that because he told you he was sick. And they called an ambulance. I went to the hospital. I was paralyzed when I got to the hospital. For about an hour, I could not move anything. I was lying there, the guy was dead. This is back in the 80s, so I'm going like, So, and I tried to sue the cab company. Turns out they were like the ABC cab company. So I went to Jacoby and Myers, tried to sue them, and Jacoby and Myers found out that an attorney used to be in Montgomery Ward. They had offices every Montgomery Ward just about. We can't sue them. Why not? Well, what they do is they declare themselves ABC Cab Company. Then when they get too many lawsuits, and this should be illegal, it's probably still perfectly legal to do, they declare bankruptcy. You can't sue them. Then they wait a certain amount of time. They become the XYZ Cab Company and start all over again. It's the same company. Nothing's changed except they change their name. And render themselves, because I was really messed up for quite a while with my head because I hit it again. I hit it against the door frame. I had a really bad concussion that hurt for weeks. And after I went to the emergency room, the doctors came in, started poking with needles and probes, and I couldn't feel anything. I was just, and They said this will subside. They gave me medication. They gave me painkillers. And then a friend of mine drove me home. And then I had to go Monday to get my car out because they towed my car. And they also stole a whole bunch of stuff out of the trunk. And the police and the tow yard denied, we didn't do it. And tow yard said, we didn't do it. Police said, we didn't do it. But the stuff disappeared out of my trunk. And I didn't think about, because I didn't really think about going to court and suing them, because it didn't occur to me at the time. I was really bad, though. So, really, I like that Caprice, although it got really crappy gas mileage. It got 10 miles a gallon. But it was a huge, biggest engine you could put in a Caprice. And 4-door. I never liked 2 doors. And it had a big seat in the back. I had pillows, and I always carry pillows and blanket in the car just in case I got to pull over and go to sleep, or it gets really cold or something, or it starts snowing or whatever, or raining really hard and too dangerous to drive. Pull over and take a nap. And being that I'm 6'2", the cars of the 70s, you could stretch out in them. And then when I got my Plymouth Reliant, my '89 Plymouth Reliant, you couldn't. They shrunk the cars. So that was my adventure in driving in Sacramento at 2 in the morning when a cab driver hit my car and wiped. And even the policeman that showed up said, why were you speeding? Why did you get these people to ground? He said, you could have killed them. Absolutely nuts. Now, let's see if I can get into my channel. I don't expect anybody to be on at this time of night, but like I said, I had to deal with this crisis and had to try to get some sleep. I put now I don't know why the comments are turned off. I don't know why the chat this is always very strange. Oh, there we go. The chat is there. It's me, it's screwed up. But the person I was dealing with kept talking over me. I've had that happen too with people where you can't get a word in edgewise. And then I start losing my Tarian temper, and how dare you lose your temper at me? Well, you won't let me talk. Now, we finally resolved it to an extent, but I'm not happy. There's a thing knowing you're right, but you can't do a damn thing about it. You can't get you want to reach through the phone and grab them by the scruff of the neck and say, listen, damn it, you're not getting it. And I've had people I've worked with that wouldn't get it, people I knew that when people you try to tell them something, this is not right, or this happened, just like Target. When I got accused of stealing soup that I paid for in November on election night with Trump winning, I was so happy. And the crazed clerk there saw my cart. Excuse me, do you need help? No, why would I need help? I've got everything under control. And I thought to myself, what the F word do you want, lady? Go away. I'm busy trying to get this stuff done so I can go home and listen to the returns and watch Red Eagle or Benny Johnson or Barry Cunningham. And she accused me of stealing 6 cans of soup that I already paid for. Oh, stop. Stop it. You can't even spell my name right. You moron. Hollycat is resting in peace in hell. So, major troll. Anyone who sends you human excrement in the mail is a troll. So, I don't know why. There we go. Bye. Bye, troll. I don't beat Kathy. I've never beaten Kathy. We've been together since 1977, but these trolls are obsessed with that. She has, in fact, hold on. I gotta get up and get this. My knee doesn't like it. This is the cream she got from a company that's a subsidiary of L'Oreal. This is the CC It. SPF 50 something or other. It's in the tube here. It's the wrong color. But she got this because she wanted to, it's supposed to remove blemishes. And that's what she's got in her face because for years she slept on the side of her face. And there's nothing with being beaten. And Andrew Duggan, who was in the second Armand Flint film, he played the President of the United States. He had the same bruises under his cheeks here. And it could be clearly seen through his makeup that he had the bruises. So there's no malevolence. There's no... I love my girlfriend. And we've had issues over the years. Sometimes we drive each other crazy. We worry about each other. I don't like some things about her. She don't like some things I do. But one thing I don't like is she's 15 miles away. We don't get to see each other as often. And when she does come over here, it takes her 3 or 4 hours to get here because we don't have a car. And then these jerks say, don't donate to him. What's it to you? And then they talk about their wonderful troll who sent me sweet potatoes and subscribed me to gay magazines and subscribed me to things like North Dakota tourism and Oklahoma, giant packets of stuff and a waste of taxpayer dollars. Or sign me up for other magazines. And I got these things and I call the magazine, please cancel it. And they said, we can't. We're not set up to cancel it. It will take 6 months for you to stop getting them. I eventually stopped getting them, but 6 months? And don't you dare bill me for it, because I didn't order it. It was ordered in my name. They got my P.O. Box address. But this is the kind of BS I got to deal with. These people have focused on me. Some of them are leftist Democrats, Biden supporters, Obama supporters. Some of them hated the fact that I'm on disability and I can no longer work. I've read the letter about a year ago, I think. My doctor detailing everything that's wrong with me. Mr. Senda cannot work. Mr. Senda has trouble walking or standing without pain. Shut most of them up, but they still continue this canard that I beat my girlfriend, or worse. They talk about my parents. Really disgusting stuff. Both my dead parents. I had issues with my mother. My father was an abusive alcoholic. He was pretty nice when he wasn't drinking. But unbelievable these people can do this without any sense of morality, or they just love to do this stuff. Well, anyway, have a great evening, a great morning. I'm going to go and, oh, there we go. Here's another one. Here's another troll. Oh, hold on. Alley Cat harassed me by driving here and harassed me when we were trying to sell our Prius. And did the beat Kathy crap. So, okay, bye-bye. Now he's gone. So, all right, that's it for this one. And I will see you tomorrow when Kathy comes over and her, I use the term to quote, new MacBook comes. She'll have to call AT&T, get a modem, but then she'll be on the internet again with a device and won't be so bored. Patty says she'll be bored in 5 minutes. I said 3, so that's one problem with Kathy. I love her dearly, but she has the worst attention span for boredom in the world. And she gets annoyed me when I see someone with a Mac or a computer or we start talking. What would take you so long? I have to tell her, be quiet, I'm talking. I'm learning information. Computer, stop. That's how you learn. I saw somebody the other day with a 2022 MacBook Pro, and I said, what do you have? And she said, MacBook Pro. What year? 2022. How long is the battery life? She said 10 hours. That's how you learn. You ask questions. But to Kathy, it's, I don't know, an imposition of her time. I said, this is how you learn things. You're always asking me about stuff, and you don't look it up, particularly with deals with computers and Macs. I know almost nothing about the current.
This action is not supported.
I know almost nothing about Windows at this point. I don't have a Windows computer, except for the one the evil Belgab had sent me. And we won't go into that. All right, that's it for this one. Have a good night, and stay warm, stay dry. No rain until Wednesday, thank God. And I will, oh, Tiny One, one last thing. Tiny One went up better. She was flopping after she ate. Got head scratches. I got to give her belly rubs and belly scratches. She was very happy, and her tail was wagging, and the tail was happy tail time. So that was very, very nice to give a lot of love to Tiny One. I love the little Tiny One. Okay, bye-bye. See you later.